Going to and from work, the commute might look something like this. Or maybe it looks a little bit like this. But if you were a marine organism, your commute might look something more like this. Some animals in the Salish Sea make a nightly vertical migration from deeper waters to the surface to feed and reproduce. And guess what? You don't even have to be a diver or get wet to see them. Visiting a floating dock at night gives us a glimpse into an entirely different world in the sea than we get to observe during the day. So join me on the dock and let's get to know one of our nightly commuters in the Salish Sea, the Siphonophore. Siphonophores are gelatinous, stinging-celled animals related to jellies and sea anemones. They're like a floating tiny town that starts off as a single body and then buds off a colony of individuals called zooids. Each zooid has a special skill to contribute. These individuals are connected by a stem that allows them to share their resources. Trying to understand what makes a colonial organism different from the way our human bodies are organized is tricky. Siphonophore scientist Casey Dunn explains, being a siphonophore is as if you were to bud thousands of conjoined twins throughout your life, some with only legs to move everybody, others with only mouths to ingest food, others with enlarged hearts to circulate the shared blood, and others fully dedicated to the sexual production of offspring colonies. Let's take a close-up look at the Siphonophore Anemia septata. It is shaped a bit like an ear of corn. At the top of the colony is a pneumatophore. This is a gas-filled float that helps regulate buoyancy and maintain direction of the water. Below that, you can see the nectophores. These zooids are amazing little propulsion jets that specialize in swimming by taking in and expelling out water. It is really cool to see them in action and notice the stem that runs through the entire organism, connecting everyone in this tiny floating village together. Below the nectophores are everything else. Stinging tentacles that stretch out like a poison spider web for catching prey and for defense, as well as zooids specialized in eating, digesting, and reproducing. A couple of other siphonophores to look out for that have rocket-shaped bodies instead of corncob-shaped bodies: Dimorphes arctica and Mugea atlantica. Look at those amazing iridescent colors. They're so cool. So the next time you venture out on the docks at night, keep an eye out for these spectacularly beautiful animals. Thanks so much for joining me, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode of Intertidal Wilderness.